everybody, it's Debbie, and you're at your home, your happy place, and I am so happy that you're joining me today. I am continuing our decorating series for Christmas, and today I'm in a room that is one of your favorite rooms in my house, according to my comments, and that is our sitting room. So I've never had one before, so why would you even care to watch this video? Well, this could work in a den, it could work in a family room. There's little parts of it that could work in a powder room or a kitchen. So there's all kinds of little areas. I'm going to be doing a hutch today. So there's a lot of areas that you can incorporate into your own home, or just a color scheme, or just other ideas. And I hope there's something that you can take away today and use in your home. Here's my cabinet. I try to link things below, even this furniture, even though I didn't buy it on Amazon, it is available on Amazon at times. So I'll see if it is or not. My Capisa shell, huge plate, is something I'm very sure I got at Pure One years ago. So I love to keep that in here. It kind of sets the tone for me. I never leave the coastal completely behind, but it's a great backdrop. It's got gorgeous texture. You can see it's kind of reflecting a little bit of the light from the ceiling. And so I'll start up there. I picked these up, gosh, it's been a while. I say these because I have another one that you'll see later on in the house. It's got some beautiful, like that distressed gold painting. I don't know how well you can see that on there. And then I just love it. It's got a lot of different color. It's got a message, and it looks amazing with that shell backdrop. So let me pop that up. I'm going to put some different kinds of Christmas trees around it just to kind of frame it. These are those simple, like this has got wire in it, and I don't even know, some kind of mesh or straw, and then they've added all these beautiful sequins and crystals. Same idea here, but this one is more open weave. There's a ledge up here, and then it dips in, so I have to be careful. Got to balance it so it doesn't fall. Definitely, if they're the same height, you want them varying. So if you have to use a riser or whatever, and I don't want to see the edge of that. Now I'm going to use a simple brush tree. This one is, oh gosh, sometimes I just can't believe I don't take tags off. I'm gonna. This is celebrated. I think, I can't tell you. I think that's Walmart, but I don't love brush trees because they don't store well. So this one's got a big divot out of it, but you're not going to see it because I'm going to face this part towards the room. There we go. Now I'm going to mirror that. They won't be exactly the same, but more price tags. Although I don't know where this one's from. I don't have scissors in here today. I'm going to have to do that. So this brush tree is a lot thinner than that one, but it's in better condition. And then it's got a really sparkly base, which no one's going to see. Gold, so this one's silver, and then white. So I'm also mixing textures and colors and a little bit of height. There's just going to be the mildest hint of coastal in this room, I think. One, I'm going to use this, and I have a similar one as my bookends. And I'm taking my devotion books and Bible and setting them in here. And I'm going to cap it off with one on this side. I remember finding this at Hobby Lobby years ago. It was one of the first times I'd shopped at Hobby Lobby. I mean, I haven't done this, you guys. That's why I'm building up my decor, because, you know, when you're in the same house for like 30 years, you just kind of end up repeating things. And then we moved again, and then we're here, and it really shook things up. So it was really fun the first time I went into Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I had no idea where I was putting it, but I'm going to set it in front of the books. And I love how that looks. And speaking of devotions, last year, this time, I was writing, I believe every day, a devotion, and I posted it on Instagram, and I posted it in my community tab. If you're not familiar with that, if you go on to my channel through your phone or your computer, it says playlists, videos. I don't know what else it says, but it says community. If you click on community, you will be able to scroll down and see. So I'm not going to be writing them this year. So if you're interested in having a daily devotion up to Christmas, you might want to go in there and scroll down and start it. You know, I had it listed as days. I'd love to say where I know I got it. I want to feel like this was maybe Michael's last year, but I don't know. Look at his hoofs are all sparkly. He looks like a chocolate bunny would be wrapped in gold foil, but he's not. I just love his beautiful little collar. And I'm going to flank him with this beautifully crystallized Christmas tree. That is Hobby Lobby, is it? Oh, no, that's Celebrate It. You guys are always so good at telling me. I think Celebrate It would be Walmart, but I'm not sure. And this little beautiful brush tree with ornaments and a really pretty glittery bottom just looks beautiful with this guy. So that's all I'm going to do up there. All right, this shelf, I'm going to do nativity. It was my mother's. I've mentioned this before. I don't know how many she had. I only had one, and I've already got that one out. You haven't seen it yet this year. This one is a little more formal than I would usually go, but I think it really suits this room. So it comes on a mirror, and fortunately, that just fits in here perfectly. And then all the little people are white and gold, and it's just really pretty. I will say this. Jesus has to be in her hand. She's got a hole, he's got a hole in his back, and her hand's curved, and that doesn't work very good. So I don't know if in this video you're going to see Jesus where he belongs. He may just be laying on the floor. There's no manger in this particular nativity. got them in there. Now I'm gonna put these two big silver angels on either side. I got these last year at TJMaxx, $14.99. I was just there this week. They've got them again, at least at my store. I had some broken blue, silver, glittery garland, so I'm just gonna set that in front. And then this I got at TJMaxx, I don't know when, but it was $5.99. Oh, come let us adore him. I'm just gonna set that right in front of here. And that's it. If you were with me last year, you probably heard that music boxes were very special to me. They still are. I try to find one every year, but there for a while, my family would find me them for Christmas. And so this is so gorgeous, and my father gave it to me. And I don't know what it plays. Shall we hear? Oh, does it say it? No, it just says this is not a toy. I don't know what that is, but it's not a Christmas one. Oh, I didn't realize the little horsey went around. I haven't played it in so long. Wow. Oh, isn't that precious? I have a lot of little trays. This one is like, it's hard to show it because I don't want anything to fall off, but it's little cracked pieces of glass. Almost looks like sea glass. And then I just took filler, Christmas filler, and put on there, and then added some little bitty ornaments to it to add some more of that color that I just put in. So far we have a pink shelf, a silver and white with gold. Silver, I'll say that's silver and gold. And then this one's versions of blue. Aqua. And I'm going to put another piece of coral in, but I'm going to do something different with it. It's just not a lot going on in there, so I move this around. This is cast iron. I think it's made to hold a door open, but I use it wherever because it allows for a beautiful backdrop for something. So even though they're the same color, the texture on this and the distressing, it does make it show up. My sister-in-law was here to visit this summer, and she brought me 3 ornaments. I would say they're pewter, so that's the nativity. And then this one is a star, but it's got a lot of little detail in it. And then a Christmas tree. And yeah, you can hang them on a tree, but because they were special, I wanted them to have a special place and not just get lost in the midst of a tree. And so, it was just one of those things. So we'll see if you think it's cute. I like it because when my eyes rest on it, I think of my sister-in-law. So this I keep here all the time, and what's been in it standard are these branches. They remind me of coral. They're sprayed silver, but for Christmas I added these, which look like frosted snow-covered twigs, and then a few sticks that have some silver balls on them. So it didn't change the flavor of it or the look as far as overall, but it made it fuller and added some sparkle to it. Oh, and this one up here is very special. It's got more. Some of those don't have any sparkle on them. So here's my tree. Last year I had a all white tree in here, and this year I just wanted to pull in some greenery. So I've just let some, it was interesting when I pulled this out because this is exactly what I have on my other tree, but in gold. So this has got beautiful little cut, I don't know what that is. And then the pearls, it's just very ethereal looking to me. And I know I picked these up last year, which draped down, I think at Hobby Lobby. I love those. Don't know where I got these. I feel like these were from a couple years back at Michael's, because a lot of times Michael's will have some very vintage looking, and they're not glass, even though they look like they would be. Beautiful. I just love it. Oh, and I don't usually put ribbon in my tree, so I did that as well. But it's a white one with sparkles on it, and I just tucked it through. I started some short, at the top, and then I'll get back so you can see. I started some at the top, and then it was already cut ribbon. So I didn't do this, like I had these probably to tie wreaths into windows, but I didn't get rid of it. And so I'm just reusing them on the tree, and I just think it looks really pretty. And then I've got this, well, I'd say it's like a lamb's wool rug down on the bottom. Well, it's a tree skirt. It's not tied. It might have been. We'll talk about that in a minute. And you know what? I have a lot of flamingo, and it just felt like fun to have the flamingo rug. I had this last year, probably in our kitchen. And the blues and the pinks, it just kind of pulls what was in the cabinet over there together. I forgot my bells. I'm pretty sure I had these in the exact same spot last year. They're just a beautiful bell, and they look really pretty hanging on that cabinet. So this is in the sitting room. It's a little sink. We wanted to have something that was like a little breakfast area in case, or nightcap, whatever. And so I put the second one I got this one at Hobby Lobby, which I thought was a really pretty one. And of course I got my dishes back there, but that's fine. And I didn't change anything here. Well, I have some risers I couldn't see. I don't need those right now. If I happen to find something, I might put it up there, but I just don't want a lot. And then on my mirror here, this was just a little, I believe this was part of something I had on my fireplace mantle in our bedroom last year. It's I guess it would be like a pick, a pretty big one. And it's bendable on the back, so I just clipped it over. And I just thought that was a really perfect touch for this little spot. My Williams Sonoma White Forest soap and lotion. Here. My daughter gave me this many years ago. It came with a candle, I think. It was from Bed Bath & Beyond. No, Bed & Bath. Oh, I get those all mixed up. It's the one that's still in business that sells just candles and soaps. So whatever that one is. And this is I get these at TJMaxx. This one's holiday, sand and fog, and it happens to fit in there. Let's see if I can do this with my left hand. So I showed this in a different video. You slide this up. If there's 4 lights on, it's charged, and then that little thing comes out, and the ignite button is underneath there. So it's right here where my thumb is. So I'm just gonna hold it. It works better than I'm showing. I love this thing. This bowl had, I don't know, for fall it had brown pine cones. I really don't remember what was in it, honestly. So I had a lot of little snow, which I threw in first. And then these silver and glittered, sparkled pine cones and just a piece of, garland or something that had fallen off, and some ornaments. So I have to refix this. This is not exactly how I want it, and I need 2 hands. I just move things around from space to space. So this was in my bathroom on my at my tub, and I love it. I love the shell tiles in it. It's just gorgeous. And I just wanted to do something different. I think maybe what I had here was the one that I've put in the shelf. Now I'm just going to put a towel. It's not going to look great because I've got one hand, but just for fun. This one has a little pink on it. Reminds me of the reindeer that I put in there. And there we go. So this little area is done. All right, I just wanted to change it up a little. So I took down my coastal scene for Christmas. And if you were with me last year, you saw this in my laundry room for the longest time. I put it there because it was a great shape for the space I had it in, and because of the pink. My laundry room is pink. This is simply a poster. I bought it already framed in this frame from an antique store years and years ago. Again, some of you were saying, you can't believe I'd never heard of Christopher Radko. I don't pay attention to things like that. I just buy things because I like them. So this is, I do know, Pear's annual for Christmas, $18.97. This was an advertising poster for a soap, I believe, but I don't see the soap anywhere. Anyway, yeah, you kind of know that I've just kind of pushed a little of my Victorian, which I love, into this house, just like I do coastal. I mean, and this is kind of my deal, you guys. I tell you this, let me turn you around. I tell you, it is your home and it needs to be your happy place. So if you like to mix things that are not, well, again, I was watching somebody today. Now, his channel, and I don't know it. I know he had like 28,000 views, so he's very popular. But I was laying in bed because I've got a cold, and I was trying to recover a little bit before I got up, and he was talking about trends that were going out that might date your home. But he did it in a very sweet way, telling you, hey, if this is what you like, then you keep it. And that's my philosophy. It is your home. It needs to be your happy place. And don't follow trends that you don't like just because everybody's doing it. Don't do it if you don't like it. I am the last one usually to jump on a trend. I just think it's the rebel in me. I have no idea why, because, I may grab onto something as it's going out, but that's just me. And it takes me a while to start to like something that's new, which is odd because, a lot of people go, oh, I can't do change. I can do change. I love change. but it's got to be on my terms. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say, yes, I have coastal in this room. I have some modern twists with those trees. I have a little farmhouse with that Noel sign. I have traditional with that ceramic nativity, and now I've got a little Victorian going on. So just letting you know, you can mix it, you can be eclectic, and it can still come off beautifully. Now, my issue is, and let me turn you around. My issue is I don't want to take those out and patch. See those two hooks? That's where the coastal, because that's going up again, most likely after Christmas, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just fall in love with this for another season. So I found some wreaths in my decor that I thought, well, I could hang those there. And these are those preserved boxwood wreaths. I can't remember. I don't know. I may have got mine at Ballard's years ago. And then I had some other wreaths I just found. That was not enough. It looked kind of dumb. These wreaths I bought at a boutique. They're the same kind, but they're actually a little smaller. And they already came with this, and I've never taken this off. So I am going to do that. I am going to take this off, and I'm going to duplicate it, hopefully, and do this on there and see if that will do enough. But still, it's not going to feel great. So in my stash, I had this and I had this. Believe it or not, this one's heavier. This one's iron. This one is, I don't know, resin probably. So I'm going to hold those up and figure out which works. And I think I'm going to put that on as a topper over the picture. So I think I'll show you the final because it's too much, it'll take too much time for me to do all this on camera. I went with this one because it has only one instead of two. The other one has two. So that's one less nail in my wall. So I've got the nail in. I hope I've centered it. Let's see. Love it. Oh, it looks good from far away too. All right. I'm gonna tie some ribbon around. So I'm just using what I have. I do have that white ribbon. I could cut that, but I'm gonna go with this one. It's something I had, and it's got some gold in it. It's sparkly. I don't have any red in here, but because it's so muted, I think it'll be okay. It might even pick up the pink in there. So, all right, that's it. That took a little finesse. Plus, I was on the phone several times while I was trying to do this, but all I did was, there's a ring on the back of the large one. So I took that ribbon through a couple times, tied a square knot, and let the tail come through on the back. I think it's simple enough. I was thinking about adding a bow, and I just think that would be too much. So there you go. Let's do the chaise lounges. They're back. I took these out just for fall. I can hardly not have them in here. I love them here in the summer because you have the air conditioning on, so it's relatively the same temperature in the house. So when you want to be cozy, and by the way, it's a cloudy, rainy day. The reason this video didn't come out yesterday was the sun was so bright, I can't hardly film in here until evening. And at dark, I just couldn't do it. So anyway, back to this. It's cozy. It's cool and rainy, and this is one of those, this one may have been $25, but TJMaxx probably last year, because I bought a bundle of throws. I had them everywhere. I still do. It's almost like it's a fur, but it's almost like a suede fur on the inside. And then there's just something I'd wear as a coat on the outside. That's it. I love them just tossed because it just looks like You've just gotten up and you're cozy. Pillows. Unpacking. I found these. I don't think I had them out last year. They've got embroidery on them, all of the ornaments, and then the little bits of snow or embroidery. The garland is sequins. So it's just it's trimmed in a gold and white. It's so pretty. Look at that sparkle. Oh, yes. Woo! Just one of those. I almost got rid of this last year because I thought, I don't know what I thought. What was I thinking? It's gorgeous. The sparkles are even in the greenery. It's hard to see. There you go. And I don't mind the pot at all, but I was in the basement and I found this, which I usually have red amaryllis stems in, but I think they may have fallen apart or something. So this was from Pottery Barn years ago, and they had it shown with those stems. So I bought the whole set, but those are gone. This doesn't fit completely, but it's close enough that I'm just gonna push my greenery down and no one's gonna know. I don't know that I'm going to do anything else there. I'm just going to leave that pretty simple. I'm going to do the same thing on the other chaise, and then we just have the refrigerator coffee microwave bar over here to do, and we'll be done. Oh, but I have a surprise coming. On my lower shelf, I always like to hide all the yuck. I don't know. So this is just a sign I've had for a long time. It's very glittery. I know it doesn't show up very well, but all of that lettering is glittery. And the color's great. So I went ahead and left this tray that I've put in for summer in there because of the color. That looks good together. Coffee making stuff. Just sticking with the blue here. I've never watched it. I had no idea when I bought these mugs that was on there. I bought it because it said warm hugs and I liked the blue. And I also liked how they're not like, they kind of just look handmade. Up top, I've got a couple of stemware pieces. I don't know where I picked them up at, but probably TJMaxx or Home Goods. I mean, they're really on there. It's beautiful. So I only own 2 of them, so I thought they belong up here. And then I just added a sign that says, "Baby, it's cold outside." And then there's a little hole back there, so I just ran around and found something that I thought might work, and I think this will. It's really pretty. There we go. Well, I told you I had a surprise. So here we have our newest addition to the family. I've never had a Pekingese, and that's what she is. This is Bella, and we picked her up the day after Thanksgiving. She's 4 pounds, and I think she gets up somewhere between 10 and 14 pounds. So she's got some, for me, I don't know. I've not seen that many Pekingese. She has some unusual coloring, but she's very much the same color as BB. And they're actually, I mean, this is one of the things I love about having 2 dogs. BB turned 9 years old the day after we bought her, I think. And you know, she's been with Buster, who was very sick for a while. So she's had a very quiet life because they're companions, and he wasn't doing much, so she slept a lot. And now she's got this little one. And so she's getting the zoomies or whatever they call those, where you just start running and running. And this one's just, she's trying to run, but she falls down a little bit. Anyway, I wanted you to see her. I will close out after I'm done talking with the video of the room. And just wanted to say thank you guys again for subscribing, for commenting, for liking. All of those things help my channel. And I can't even tell you, this is, I mean, you guys encourage me. This makes me happy. My home being decorated makes me happy. And having people that enjoy watching me do it, it also makes me happy. So I'm just, I'm saying thank you. I mean, you just have no idea. It's the sweetest thing to know that people even care. So, y'all, I will see you next time. I really don't know what I'm doing next. We have company coming tomorrow. So I will, oh yes, you're a sweetheart. I will hopefully have another video for you tomorrow. But if not, it's just because things are a little busy right now. And I will catch up because there's a lot still to do. And you guys have a wonderful rest of the week and make your home your happy place. And stay tuned for the finale of this room. There's just 2 things that I did it last year, but I didn't show them on camera yet. So I'll see you next time.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glories stream from heaven afar. Heavenly hosts singing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.